Hey Capricorn, how are you? I'm good, thank you. My name is Lissett. I'm here with your manifestation, activation, chakra cleanse, um, tarot reading, and frequency activation for the month of April 2025. Here I've already performed a chakra cleanse of negative beliefs, which you can find under my community tab, along with the frequencies that I will activate. Next, what I'll do is I will go in with the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck by Lawn. I will find which frequencies are available for my Capricorn viewer in the light, or anybody working with the archetype of Capricorn, and I will reveal, Spirit will reveal to me what frequencies to activate for our manifestations. And I will do that as the video is uploading, okay? I will go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. We'll get some storylines to see what resonates for you and what doesn't, and we will close this reading out with some channeled messages via oracle cards. So Capricorn, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved, let's get started, okay? Spirit in the highest loving light, okay? What frequencies can I activate for my viewer in the light working with the archetype of Capricorn, wherever Capricorn sits in your birth chart, okay? In the headspace, we've got Cosmic Flower, Heart Space Healing, Principle of Correspondence Earth, Cause and Effect Discernment, What Won't Be Changed, Realization, your overall rhythm, actually, your daily rhythm is transition, and your overall vibration is root chakra. That's beautiful. We will get a storyline here with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Capricorn, let's go. Let's see. So Capricorn, take a moment. Ask yourself, what have I been thinking about lately? And how has that been making me feel? Ask yourself, what have I been feeling about lately, and what thoughts evoke those feelings? This reading is meant to bring some congruence to your heart and your mind. I would like to balance out your inner compass so that you can continue to follow your heart and build this life. We're always creating. Thank you for being here, being part of this co-creative effort. And you know that we all know in some way, shape, or form that we are always building and attracting what we are in resonance with all the time. And so for some reason, some wonderful, glorious reason, you're in resonance with this reading. I appreciate that. So let's make the best of it and move forward. So here we go. In the headspace, the hermetic principle of mentalism. What you think about, you will attract. You've got 18, Cosmic Flower. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Cosmic Flower. With the Page of Swords, the Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. In the headspace, remembrance of the place we call home, and somebody spying on you, thinking about this, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. So some trigger. I see some trauma. I see some past starseed trauma. So, well, I see some trauma from your past life, wherever, however you may believe in past lives. You can believe in reincarnation. You can believe in starseeds. You can just not believe in reincarnation, but I say past life. You can believe in the other eras of your life before this, the lessons that you learned there. You apply it, okay? It could mean 1, 2, all of those things, whatever resonates with you, sweetheart. Because I think at all different parts of my journey, I may have thought and believed in one of those at any different point, and now I'm come to a place where I can look at all these possibilities at once. So you apply it as you understand, as feels comfortable for you, okay? In the end, what's most beneficial for you is to feel comfortable with how you're receiving and processing the information. If it's confusing, that part just isn't for you. When we resonate with the story, it's because it feels like it's ours. And if it doesn't feel like it's yours, and like you need to maybe change or switch some things around, or make some certain situation fit, just wait until you might, hear the story out and pick up something that feels like it's for you. Because your resonance, what you vibrate at, is so perfect and wonderful. No matter how good a tarot reading might be, no matter how much that situation may seem like it would be a beneficial or interesting situation to be part of, if it doesn't feel right for you, that means that there's something even better, more beneficial for you for your growth, Capricorn. So I don't know why Spirit's coming through like this so quickly. Well, so some triggers, some trauma from before, so it's because it's talking about remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence into the world. And I see, Capricorn, you pouring your magnificence into the world, doing your Capricorn thing, moving and shaking, like making something shake all the time. Like, Capricorn is a mover and shaker of the world. You get things done and you prioritize, and you know how to hit your target. And you are not going to allow any ambiguity around that. If there's some type of business exchange, you're going to discuss all of the details before you go ahead and perform the service. Capricorn is all about crossing their T's and dotting their I's. So there may have been some trigger in the subconscious or in the heart or some part of your DNA, some part of your energetic body. Something has happened where there was a trigger of some uncomfortable situation from before. I see here, okay? Challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact, cosmic flowers. So maybe some truth about your life was delivered without tact through gossip, or so some people in your family or in one of your circles they were gossiping. They were talking about something that had to do with you. And so one way, shape, or form, you actually were triggered by this because you're feeling it in the ethers. You're feeling it in the astrals, in the energetic. Your name carries your energetic signature, especially when somebody who shares your same blood, or a group of people who share your same blood, they're also attuned to you in a certain way. We're talking about resonance. So although you may not agree with their worldly ideas or whatever else, when people who are connected to you in such a way are speaking about you, a situation that has to do with you, Capricorn, and they feel passion behind it, whether that is a passion for your best or your worst, or if they're even thinking about how their words and the way they're expressing themselves, these people think that it doesn't affect you because you're not there in plain sight. These are not, if you're here with me in a manifestation activation reading like this, you can understand this, but not everybody does. So maybe there's a truth that either nobody told you about or that you didn't know how to receive properly. Maybe you were too young to truly understand what was being communicated to you through people's actions and behaviors. Or it was literally you were too young and this was swept under the rug, and you are now in your adult life and some people in your bloodline are talking about you. They're gossiping about you. They're talking about you, and they're talking about something that you may not necessarily be aware of. Maybe something happened to you in your childhood, some drama with your family, your parents, or something like this, and you are feeling it. And it's triggering something in your bloodline, and you may not even be able to put your finger on it. It's because I see that this is family and friends and everybody talking about you, and then some type of like game of telephone coming around because they were careless with the way that they were expressing themselves or whatever, not considering you. Some way, shape, or form, somebody assumed you knew this information. You didn't, and they blurted out, and that was a tactless deliverance. I see. Or just the blatant behavior of these people, or the choice for them not to do anything in response to maybe something you do or say, is also very clearly tactless. Because this is involving you and these people in your bloodline are talking about you, and it's making you feel some type of anxiety in your energetic field. You're feeling the impulse of it, and then on top of it, then you may have even been like expecting, having maybe a little under, something was in you to where when this now person who just hears things through the grapevine or through this game of telephone, when this was revealed to you, or you had this, it's because when they were talking, it was already alerting you, your spirit team, you, all of whatever you are, your signature was tapped into when they were talking very passionately and all these things. And then it came around, and just that whole experience gave you this idea of exactly what was happening, but just taking small pieces from, oh, I was feeling like this, they were obviously gossiping. A few days later, I hear from this person, or I see this post, or in a casual conversation, somebody mentioned something that hit me from left field, and I see that you put the pictures together. And so some part of your history has been now exposed to you, and it needs healing. So in the next position, in the heart space, the principle of polarity, we traverse the different poles of emotions in order to put them into perspective and work them out, feel and release them, or channel them as needed for whatever we whatever we're doing at any given moment. Let's hydrate. Oh, thank you, God, for that water. It's like 2:30 in the morning, so the coffee's needed, but the water's amazing. Number 29, healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Number 29, healing. Number 19, the first major arcana in the heart space, the sun, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So something coming out, did I show you the healing? Please have a look at the geometry and the colors. It's good for your subconscious, as I'm going to be activating these subliminally for you. What is it? So Archangel Uriel is coming through, wanting you to have confidence in yourself, wanting you to know actually this had to come out, this had to come out for us to, now you're somewhere in your mind, you were thinking also of your origins, your cosmic flower, the flower in the mind space, you're having the frequency of cosmic flower. Thinking about that triggered something, and now has in the heart space triggered the frequency of healing. And as a result of this healing, or actually as you're in the frequency of healing, you have then the vibration of the sun. So you're healing happily from this. It may have been tactlessly delivered. It may have made you feel impulsive, and honestly maybe a little bit violated. Just these people are supposed to be your family, and they're just kind of violating your rights by talking about your personal things behind your back and not coming to you about it, and then you having to kind of put the pieces together yourself, and spirit showing you exactly what the outcome is, you know. Oh, so but you're healing happily, so I think that's a small consolation prize, because maybe something was stolen from you here. In the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, we have got the frequency of earth. So I'm talking about as above, so below. Below is the earth. And as above, so below. So as below, also so above. Is that what it is? What is this? Seven of air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. More going on than meets the eye. So this is kind of like a denser thing. So you may be somebody who operates in the higher chakra realms. And so when you were feeling this, needing to heal this maybe past family thing or something like that, you're now in the frequency of earth. So grounding this healing. I said I thought somebody may have been trying to steal from you, but it seems like your plans need revision. There's more going on that meets the eye, and there was poor timing. The frequency of earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. So I think also this helped you. I did mention that you may be somebody who works in the upper chakras more often, and I think also this event, this occurrence happened just for the simple fact of you kind of having some experience with this, feeling other people in your bloodline talking about you, no matter the distance. You just having this knowing, why am I thinking about this person so much? Why do I feel like I'm in the same room having the same vibe with the same person? You know the people of your family, or you know what makes you feel. So you may have like an aunt that uses white diamonds, and all of a sudden you're feeling some odd pressure, some odd awareness of something going on having to do with you. It's almost like hearing somebody gossip in the next room, but you can't really make out what they're saying except for like your name and the tone of the conversation, and you're like listening, but it's on the astral, and then you get a whiff of white diamonds, and you're like, yes, she says my name with that tone, and so this is like spirit helping you bring that higher, those higher chakra, higher consciousness kind of ideas and understandings of the astral into trusting yourself with those messages in the 3D, and then taking those things when it comes to you, not crashing out. It's a kind of a prep too. It's kind of a preparation. If you've ever had like a dream about somebody, and then they call you the next day or two, something like this. This is spirit now walking you through this remembrance, or some better understanding of where you were raised, or where some of your tendencies or beliefs come from because of whatever this family secret, or maybe it's not even a family secret. It may be like just some realization or conscious awareness of maybe the way your family views you, or new understanding of the dynamics between you, and learning tactlessly, maybe learning some harsh truths or something like that, especially through the grapevine. So this may have been people that you really respected, or you thought at least would have a better bearing over themselves than you. I see that this may have happened when you were young and you're into adulthood now. These are elders, or people that are more in the know, maybe more. Some people are busier than others, especially in certain circles, family groups, friend groups, whatever. It doesn't have to be. It could also be a group of friends or a group of coworkers where you're feeling this. So, and it's the thing is that they're not going to like it super mucho. They're not going to like it that much, because it could have been malicious, or you may have been feeling a malicious intent, or some more dense, uglier undertone from these people, from this thing that triggered you. But it triggered you into healing because you may have already been a happier person. Maybe these people are bringing these things up to try to bring you down a little bit, or they may be seeing you doing well in whatever your current endeavors are, and so it's making them kind of feel some insecurities about themselves, or question maybe their idea of you in the past. And that was Belch, definite. Those have been confirmation lately. It's so weird. Well, what I'm saying is that somebody was triggered, they were triggered, and so spirit is like yeah, now you're healing your heart in the sun energy. You're enjoying the healing. You may be somebody who talks about your healing journey. You may be someone who loves holistic healing, or maybe this has inspired you to learn about Reiki or learn about somatic release, or so maybe this healing journey has actually led you on a path that brings you some inspiration and some enthusiasm, and that is actually enriching your life. And that was the opposite effect of what this entity with this particular frequency or impulse in the world, when they were triggering that with this family members to bring this up, the intention was actually to bring you down, to separate your heart from your mind, to bring you out of congruence. These impulses may do that. To bring, so ideally we work between a balanced ego and mind space. And as we ascend and get higher to our higher selves, to spirit, or closer to our true authenticity, there's a integration of the ego that we have. It's got a purpose in the world, and as you're walking your North Node path, then you're integrating. You may be speaking out loud about your healing journey because you learned this, that, and the other, whatever. And I think that maybe not many people are going to like that. So this is 7 of air, I think, is also with that, like this, and it may not even be the people. I mean, the way they live their life makes them maybe more susceptible to the way these impulses get in and use them to kind of insert this frequency into your awareness. But I just see that you're actually stronger and probably more balanced, somebody on their North Node, where you're bringing it into Earth and learning how to protect yourself with the 7 of air. So when I say people were trying to steal, maybe it was just to kind of steal your thunder. An attempt to steal your thunder. So maybe also somebody was talking good about you or noticing your progress in one area of life or whatever, and someone else comes through with some, oh, well, did you know this kind of thing, trying to steal your thunder of the moment, of your momentum, trying to like get in there and stop it. And it just triggered you to happily heal. And I think you did it through work. What? Okay, this is, whoo! You kept your heart open. You kept your heart open no matter what. I think it's beautiful. So in the principle of change, what did you do? Every action has a reaction here. Number 20, discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Inner balance and compassion, where you're looking at these people in order enough even to understand, oh, you're just trying to steal my thunder, I see, but damn, what you're talking about actually has some merit, and it does hurt, and I'm going to find out about that. Okay, like taking it like that. Discernment. Number 20, so much energy. Sorry, guys. So discernment. Check out the geometry and the colors with your second major arcana, the moon. So this is what I mean. Like you have the moon. I love it because the earth is like as above, so below. I was talking about that. You've got the earth grounded, but the moon energy is more of the above energy, the psyche, the unknown. This Pisces kind of unknown. Deep psychic waters, you just, here it goes, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. That is what these people triggered you to do. It's beautiful. They just, your cosmic flower, where you came from, was triggered enough to then, and cause an effect, give you even better discernment in your life. And I love this for you, Archangel Haniel, the moon. This is a beautiful, it's beautiful. This is wonderful. This is very cool. I think it's very cool. I think it's wonderful, and it's just perfect, exactly how spirit, it's a perfect example of how these impulses in the world will try to come in, but when we stay on our destined path and we stay in the frequency of self-love, we can take those triggers and turn them into something that will push us further along our own destined paths, to help other people, etc., etc. So to do our loving light work here. So, okay, let's clear. Whew. So you've got the sun and the moon, darling. Oh my gosh. The sun and the moon and the stars for you. Capricorn. So that's another thing, that I called you you're with the movers and the shakers. You're always going to make something happen. And I see you like, oh, this might hinder my cash flow. This might hinder like all the systems and all of my plans in the world, my business ideas, or my play at Capricorns. They work hard so they can play harder. And if any of this was going to interfere with like your idea of how you want to experience that, that was definitely also another reason for you to move forward, like, oh, let's fix this. So, okay, moving forward. I'm almost losing my breath because the energy is so high. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Number 37, realization. What won't be changed with the principle of gender? The realization that you need to rest, darling, with the 4 of air. So make sure you're getting enough rest as well. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So as you know, whatever this stuff is going on that you're feeling through the frequency of your very own blood, this is also a trigger for the upgrading of said blood. Like there's the connection through the blood, and then an activation once you heal that, which they're trying to use against you, especially if these people are not connected to you like in a normal sense, and there's no current rapport. Like if you're not frequent with these people or whatever, and you're just feeling them in the astrals, then this is also saying that actually you're ascending. You're going to ascend this. You're going to change this kind of thing. Make sure that with all these realizations that are coming through, you're getting enough rest. Because to stay in this healing energy with the sun, but then also be diving deep into the subconscious with the moon. So this was meant to trigger you and put you into maybe a reverse moon energy. Instead, it made you happy, and even you leaned into gratitude in between your bouts with the void here. Capricorn, you may have come to a place in your life where you realize that actually these dark nights of the soul, or these voids, or these awakenings are just occurrences that happen as we walk on our path. And you're one of those people that I think you've learned that says meditation would be beneficial, but I'm seeing somebody actually calling down, praying, calling down beings of lights or ancestors, or somebody who is like connected to the spiritual realm. So I see that you're somebody who's connected to the spiritual realm, and I lost it. This is a different guide. Switch. Woo, all right, let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Whoa, Capricorn. So the just keep on with your meditations and stuff, and like channeling with your guides or whoever they are there's a whole array of guides. I'm seeing different deities, and I'm seeing spirits. So I'm seeing Buddha, I'm seeing Krishna, I'm seeing ghosts. I'm seeing the ghosts from A Christmas Carol. So what the point is that I'm seeing ancestors, ghosts, deities. For everybody it's different here. But what I'm saying is that those main guides are helping you, assisting you in this as well, okay? So these realizations need to also be, make sure you're getting enough rest for yourself and taking naps as you need to, okay? So moving forward in the overall rhythm, how you go in and out of your creative flow here, the rhythm of your day, the rhythm of your creative your creative act, okay? Number 43, transition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Transition. Capricorn 2 of fire. Your overall rhythm is on your own. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. I see forward movement. I see forward progress. We were talking, what was it? It was about, what was it when I lost it? It was something about that spiritual awakenings happen more and more as our consciousness is expanded, as we desire more in the world, as our manifestations require more. And it can be by the way of healing, or it could be by the way of our social interactions, or it could be by the way of actual energy work, like what I performed here, releasing negative thoughts, or it could be by other types of energy work, like Reiki, or vital life force energy, kind of Reiki through the hands of light. So, well, the thing is that you have to continue to move forward because your consciousness is being expanded in many ways, more ways than one, and that's why you're able to kind of take this on the chin and kind of take that on the chin and keep going, whereas maybe a few years ago, 5 years ago, something like that, this would have devastated you and it would have put you down, but those same tactics don't work anymore. You're transitioning, and it's saying continue to move forward, new partnerships or contracts. So also maybe some of this stuff triggered some healing of something that would have come in the way of your new contracts and partnerships. So your your creative flow every day with what you're creating, like for instance, I have my things that I keep up in my whole life, and then this is one part of my creative flow, and so I come in here and it's like let's just embody it for a second. My Capricorn placement, the rhythm of my Capricorn placement is in transition, helping you transition, helping everyone here transition over into the next phase of their manifestations, into where their destined path and continual forward movement and progress. Luz y progreso. So, and I'm just seeing that your whole rhythm, so if you're feeling stuck in any way, shape, or form, you might want to remind yourself that you're going through a transition right now from whatever was triggered that you're trying to heal into a more healed, more balanced state where this manifestation can really thrive, because I'm really feeling like, I know Capricorn's a hard worker and you guys are all about that money and everything else, but I see playing harder, like you work hard to play harder, and I see that you really want to play, like you really want to do something in this world and really enjoy it. Like you feel like once you finally get with these people, I'm seeing people at a pool party, once you get with like all these people at a pool party or something, like you just know that your frequency is going to cheer up like so many people. Like I'm seeing all these people at a pool party and it's all great, and as you walk by and smile, they're all getting lit up with colors. And I see you like knowing that all of your hard work is going to pay off, and that you're going to be raising the vibration for the people that you really love and that you have healthy interactions with or whatever. And I see you very grateful for the opportunity to heal and change and integrate that into your new partnerships and your current healthier things. So this is how we then elevate out of that lower density gossip, this, that, and the other thing, and how we evolve and change and activate strands of the DNA, etc. So let's hydrate. I'm thirsty, guys. Your overall vibration is in the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Number 1, root chakra. With number 8, justice. Okay, I got justice right. This is the Libra card. Archangel Raguel. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs with the root chakra and your overall vibration. That's why nobody knocked you off your path. Nobody could knock you off of your good vibrations. I'm hearing that. Hey, that's cool. So things are going really well for you. This is a destined path, but you have the sun and the moon and justice. This is a crazy sense of balance for you, Capricorn. So you're doing things by the book. Is that what it is? Do what you know is right, what you know, and it's just like this feeling of safety within your own body, especially with the frequency of the root chakra and then the vibration of justice. And I'm also seeing like a lot of beauty. I'm seeing sharp cheekbones. I'm seeing Capricorn aesthetic big time, like 80s Capricorn aesthetic. Like I'm getting like a vision of Queen. Well, I'm just seeing like even the makeup of like very sharp lines and lines and like a accentuated sharp contour. The word is contour, like a contour where it's accentuating the sharp peaks, and then also clothing. I'm seeing some clothing with lines, with sharp lines. So okay, so leave it to Libra, right, to bring this up. So maybe you're starting to design something. Maybe you're starting to design something or other, and you want it to be crisp and clean. And Spirit is saying, yeah, that's the way to go. Do it like that. So having clean lines is always good, right? So with the root chakra, we've got justice. Let's move forward with another draw from the Rider-Waite-Smith system, you guys. Whew. 7 cards, please, in the highest loving light. Cosmic Flower, the Page of Air, and then it comes with the Four of Cups, and I think it's appropriate. You're like not even interested in that. Like you're not drinking what they're serving. Let's move forward. Oh my goodness, what? All right, let's move forward. So yeah, like I said, with the Cosmic Flower and the Page of Air in the headspace, I see that your mind, like once you recognized it for what it was and you could put a name to it, you're like, I would rather not, no thank you. Sitting under the tree like, yeah, and she looks ethereal. Like this is like some vibration that these people, these gossipers, were trying to serve you on the astral, and you were like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Or I may have to do that, but I'm going to go about it in my own way, kind of thing. So in that trigger, the healing, frequency of healing, the sun, the card of the sun, the major arcana on your destined path, healing happily, gracefully, and then the King of Cups. So what about it? Even being able to be loving. I'm just getting this idea of a pool too. I'm getting this idea of like a pool party that came up in another reading. And somebody unbothered, like completely. You see him? He's like, I ain't worried about nothing. I don't worry about nothing. I don't worry about nothing. So moving forward, in the Principle of Correspondence with Earth, in the 7 of Air, having to like protect what's yours, okay? Why? Because this is how these people would have you, with the 5 of Pentacles. So this is why like you're being grounded with these higher frequencies that you're bringing down into the earth with Capricorn. You're even an earth sign, so that's good for you. So but these higher chakra frequencies that are coming in, they need to be grounded on the earth, and you cannot be entertaining the idea of lack. And I see, no, you're going to be protecting yourself from this. As above, so below, the 7 of Air and the 5 of Pentacles with Earth. And this also represents the third eye chakra. The Principle of Correspondence is correlated with the third eye chakra. And so I'm seeing the third eye chakra. I'm seeing the third eye with Earth. The frequency of Earth emanating from it, like green. I'm just seeing, just imagine like the third eye in this shape. the frequency of the, just imagine like somebody's third eye in this shape, or an overlay of that is what I'm seeing. And then these vibrations are all around, trying to get this planted into your earth, trying to get some Seven of Swords energy, some trying to steal energy, some lack, poverty, impoverished ideas, trying to get that in. And I see your third eye is like in this orb of earth, like, no, I'm not grounding that. I'm not bringing that in. I see some mechanism here that Spirit's showing me. So moving forward here, and what will change, and what you changed, discernment. So your discernment is off the chain. You know already where to implement, like when you're in this healing frequency in the heart, and when to be happy, and also you know when to discern, when to tap into that moon energy, so that you can discern what is best for you and what isn't here with the world. Wow, how powerful is this? Oh my gosh. And look at this world card. She's got only her eye. Only her true eye is showing. The other eyes aren't. And you do have justice out here. And this justice card isn't blind. I see that this being a justice for you. And I see your manifestation taking off. I see success here. I see big time success, because they can't touch you. You can heal outright in the light of the sun, or whatever, even when all your shadows are exposed in the light of the sun. Because when all those shadows are exposed in the light of the sun, you also know how to discern and take care of that. And that is bringing you the world in this manifestation activation, Capricorn. That is amazing. These little Seven of Air, Five of Pentacles, these little energies are nothing compared to your level of consciousness and how you are sorry guys, sometimes I lose my words. How you're expressing, how you are executing your plans here, how you're actually executing them and coming up to a completion, up to the world. Like, mission accomplished, and I have a brand new idea of this. Everything, nothing was ever the same, kind of thing. So moving forward, and what won't be changed, your realizations need to also come through with rest, with the Four of Air, and another major arcana, the Empress. And the Empress is coming through like, yeah, this is coming through a lot to get your beauty sleep, Cancer. You're getting these downloads, and you're starting to understand maybe connection through the app. You're starting to understand different light worker things, different spiritual things about feeling other people who are connected to you, and just like feeling that vibe to just know what it is. Spirit, the universe is communicating with you to keep you safe, give you warnings. And I see you starting to really be so in touch with yourself where you're like, okay, I can respond to this situation when it comes up. So, okay, so you need to get a lot of rest with the Empress. You cannot change. You need to be like put up like the Empress. Sometimes you may even feel like, I should be doing more, but the Empress is always lavish and lush and voluptuous normally, right? So receive, nourish, receive. Make sure that you are feeding yourself healthy food to nourish your body. I want you at the peak of health here. As you are gaining these realizations, it's not going to change. You need to get enough sleep, and you need to be feeding yourself and taking good care of your skin and your body like an Empress. So we have justice energy out here. I think the Empress might be Taurus. This is Venusian energy. So also it's important to stay in touch with doesn't have to do with gender, with your feminine aspect. So for men, that has to do also with eating healthily, a whole vibe of taking good care of your body and your skin, of all that. It doesn't have to do with gender. It has to do with realizing that you're equipable. Everything about you is there to not only like take and multiply and like women do, cultivate, but you need to be taking care of your body as if you were feeding a baby. in your stomach. Like the Empress is the representation of a mother. All the time she is metaphorically pregnant with the empire's fruitful endeavors. You know, all the time the Empress is always cultivating and feeding the creation. So this is what you need to also be doing. So take your vitamins, get your sleep, take care of your skin. Oh, I'm moving forward here. Your overall rhythm with transition, number 43, the Two of Fire. So you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. New partnerships or contracts, transitioning into new partnerships or contracts with the Hierophant. What is going on? Hey, Capricorn. Well, the Hierophant has to do with contracts and documents, and the Hierophant has to do, well, the Hierophant is the high priest of the church, and long ago in cities all over the world, the head of the church was also the head of politics and was the authority in the city. They would marry you and you would go to them for marriage counseling. They, you know, they were consulted on everything, the religious leaders, and they knew how to do things by the book. And this is what I'm saying, the Hierophant comes from that era where he's teaching. He's here and people are kneeling before him. What? I'm seeing, I'm kind of seeing like some Ash Wednesday thing going on here. Or like I'm seeing some Catholicism references, like taking of the wafer and stuff like that. I'm seeing. But well, what I see anyway is transitioning. Maybe you're transitioning from one religious practice, or maybe you just got your sacraments and you're going to be taking communion now, or whatever that might mean for somebody. But well, what I see is actually transitioning into a new partnership or contract here. I do, and it could be also, it could be marriage. That came out in the last reading too for Capricorn. So for what is this? Who is this? This is Capricorn. The last one was Sagittarius. In a different position. What? Oh, the Hierophant. In your overall rhythm. So you might be even sticking really close to like your own framework and your own system of things, like the way that you do things. So keeping up this framework of keeping up this, whatever your routines are and your framework, is also helping you stay in this sun healing energy. I see somebody who's very somebody who's able to compartmentalize and work on these different areas of their life. Somebody who's like, oh, okay, I need healing. All right, let's do that in a good way. But there's some psych things going on in my psych. I need discernment. Okay, I can also do that when the time is right. And I can also rest in my Empress. And I just see somebody who's actually capable of doing and balancing these different parts, because they're strict, because Capricorn gets it done, prioritizes straight to the point. And this is what I see, that you built this up to where it's kind of foolproof, and that's why nobody's gossip can get to you, because you're keeping up the framework, you're keeping up your energy, you're keeping up your balance, everything like this. This has to do, it's a whole, it's all got to be balanced out, you've got to be healthy. I see you're doing that. That's why they can't take you down, that's why they can't bring you down, but I don't see them stopping. I just don't see the gossip stopping, so it might hit you. It's just that they're trying to bind you with this or like disapproval energy, and it's not working. It's not working. So you will have justice. You're going to stay grounded. Nobody's going to uproot you. You are justly going to stay rooted, and this nine of swords energy is actually, you're protected from it as long as you make sure you're getting your beauty rest, make sure you're taking care of yourself, feeding yourself what you need. If you have a therapist, give yourself time with your therapist, things like this. Okay, make sure you have the space to express yourself about things that maybe don't necessarily need to be expressed in your day-to-day life, but they're lingering in the back of your head. And this is why I say therapist, but you can do journaling, you can do parts work any way that you see fit. The point is, when there are confusing energies, that you have a safe place and space and time to express those and feel them, and however you integrate that. And like I said, I see somebody here who's got like a framework to their life that they stick to, or somebody who knows how, maybe by intuition, but how to spot what are my priorities. I'm going for that right now, and this is how you keep it up. How you keep it up. I'm talking about keeping up the vibe, like stay up. It's a really beautiful reading. I love this for you, Capricorn. Let's look into the shadows. What shadows did my Capricorn in the highest living light face here? What needs to be revealed? What are we going to talk about? Spirit, Capricorn, April 2025. I pretend you don't mean that much. We are more alike than I admit. This is definitely some bloodline stuff. Pretending that you don't mean that much, but it's actually like a form of them denying themselves and then trying to project that onto you when they feel triggered by your progress in the world. It's what I see, sweetheart. You didn't imagine it. Trust yourself, trust your instinct. And I see that, like, even if it's a little ambiguous and you can't really understand these vibes that you're getting, it's just going to take like 2 or 3 days, and Spirit will bring you to it, will bring you to the realization. The way that I hardly dream anymore, but the way that my dreams used to give me, used to tell me what was going to happen was they would put me in, I would be in a lucid dream, and I would be in some experience involving the people that are going to in the future contact me in the 3D. So, but the situation will be completely different from anything that actually happened in the 3D. It could be the most ridiculous situation. We could be in an upside down room, and it could be raining lemon drops from the ground. You know, it could, anything like that could be happening, but it would be the vibe that I got from the interaction in the dream. Literally 2 or 3 days later, it would always come out. I would be in a situation in the real world. I would be in a real world situation. I'd be at school or work or something, and that exact vibe that came up in my dream would then, I would be in that frequency, in that vibration. It would be deja vu all over again. I'd be like, and somebody would pose a question to me in that moment, and right then and there, I would know what not to do or what to do, depending on what happened in the dream. So it's not an exact playing out of, Spirit wouldn't show me the situation for what it was actually going to be. Basically, Spirit would show me the situation for what it was on the astral. And then, you know, time is an illusion. So then 2 or 3 days later, when I would be there and I would have this deja vu, my heart would instinctually know what to do different than what was done in the dream, or the same, so that it would give me like a frame of reference, a little heads up. This is kind of like what I see going on with whatever's going on with your bloodline, or with these people that you've spent a lot of time with, to where you share a resonance, and when they get together and they talk about you, you can feel the discrepancy, the discordancy there, and it's alerting you. So if it's not family, it's that. So, okay, let's get a response to these messages of closure in the highest living light. They can be from your guides, your spirits, the universe, the higher self of these people that you may want closure from. Use your discernment. You've got it over here with 2 major arcana, the world and the moon, like all of the planets, the sun, the world, the moon, and the Hierophant and the Empress. This is an amazing reading, I'm telling you. And Justice. And Justice, I love that Justice is always a woman. Okay, let's go. I pretend you don't mean that much. I regret the time we lost. Okay, there you go. We are more alike than I admit. I'm helping you now. Okay, that's somebody passed on, helping you now with this. Somebody passed on in the bloodline that's helping you now with this. You didn't imagine it. They really, Spirit wants you to know, like, you didn't imagine it, and if you still don't believe it, and if you're still worried, that's good. You're supposed to question things. You're supposed to question yourself and your experiences and everything like that, and you didn't imagine it, and keep on asking yourself if you imagined it, if you feel like that's benefiting you, and don't worry. You can say to Spirit, you can say to the universe, did I imagine it? And Spirit will reveal it to you within a matter sometimes of minutes. No, you didn't imagine it. You felt what you felt, and it triggered some cosmic flower healing for you, and it is right and just. It is good. So you didn't imagine it. I know this isn't fair. Okay? Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't fair. I'm sure it doesn't feel very fair. It doesn't seem like these groups, this entity is interested in anything having to do with fairness. You've got balance here. You've got the justice card. So that's all the justice you need is your whole vibration. So even though like those shadows or whatever, like that wasn't fair, you're with the root chakra with fairness, justice over these kinds of energies that are being sent your way. I love it. So let's get some messages of, what is this? Messages of love. Okay, let's forget about the shadows for now. Let's get some messages of love from the universe. Okay, thanks Capricorn. Protected. You're safe and divinely guided. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. An addiction to what? Who knows? Vamos a ver. So let's see. Wait. I regret. Wait. Okay, let's see. Let's see about the shadows. I pretend you don't mean that much. I regret the time we lost, and you are safe and divinely guided. That's just from those old shadows. Fine. Okay, let's just get the divine masculine, and I'm helping you. We're more alike than I admit. I'm helping you now. So maybe your likeness is you can appreciate the things that you share with these people, especially as you continue to heal. And it's bringing true love. So you're able to love and admit those things that you share, allowing the good things to help you and letting go of the old things, bringing in true love here to you. So you didn't imagine it. I know this isn't fair. Addiction. I wonder what this addiction is. Let's see, with the divine masculine, an addiction is affecting this relationship. Maybe you may have been a very sensitive child, or when you first got into these groups, you may be empathic, and people actually saw what you were feeling all over you, all over your face, your aura. Maybe you're just somebody who doesn't hide. You're very authentic, and so people started getting addicted to your energy in a certain way, and maybe you pulled that back from them, and so that just like caused them to gossip. I don't know. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Divine masculine says, I can't do this. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Masculine says, I have too much to lose. Yeah, I have. What? Okay, confirmation. Says, I want you so badly. So yeah, I have too much. Like, this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. It's way too much for me to lose. Like, I protected. I can't do this. I can't lose this. I have too much to lose. It's true love. Addiction. Maybe you couldn't do addiction. Let's see. Did you change an addiction? I am waiting patiently. So maybe this is spirit too, saying we're waiting patiently for you to address these addictions. Okay, yeah, if you have any addictions. You didn't see my tears came out, but we're not going to keep it. So let's go with the divine feminine and see what happens. So the actionable part, the yang, I can't do this. Yang, I have too much to lose. Yang, I am waiting patiently. Divine feminine in the highest living light, please. Let's get the response. I can't do this. You speak to me through music. I have too much to lose. I want to feel that way again. This is like a reiteration of just some other video I did recently. Wow, I'm seeing a repeat of this energy. I have too much to lose. Like, this is the masculine energy saying, I have way too much to lose. There's true love on the line. I want to feel like that again, and I see you moving toward it. I can't do that. I can't. Masculine deciding not to go after certain things, deciding the divine masculine in you, deciding not to go after these people, not to lash out or anything like that. The divine feminine aspect of you receiving messages and downloads through music. I am patient. Masculine says, I am patiently waiting. So masculine is expressing some receptivity. I'm patiently waiting. Feminine expresses some actionable intent. I want you. So this is a beautiful, I think it's a beautiful inner masculine. So maybe you are also waiting to take action on something, on what you want, until what you want appears to you. Maybe there's a certain, if this is a relationship, I'm just getting this idea of like you haven't seen a ring that's worthy of your partner yet. I don't know why, it's just a message coming through. So that's just for someone. Okay, let's go in with the wisdom of the oracle, and we will close this reading out with 3 of these cards, please, Spirit and highest loving light. Some closing messages for the chakra cleanse, frequency activation, and tarot reading, please. Thank you. Thinker. 44. To the sea. Number 7. Unfinished symphony. With this beautiful egg, like these Fabergé eggs that are going on for Easter, guys. What? So you are thinking about going to the sea to complete your unfinished symphony. And the last reading, which was Sagittarius, that might be relevant. That reading was like all over the place. I'm still going to publish it. But I was seeing a conductor of a symphony, of an orchestral symphony. So that may be relevant here. Wow. So it's just like the starting of a new voyage, a new leg here with this manifestation activation. Let's just get one more, Spirit. A message in a bottle. Oh my gosh, this was just in I think Scorpio reading ended with this. So okay, Capricorn, Scorpio and Capricorn are similar in that you guys deal with Saturn. Expect a Saturnic message soon, okay? And I don't think it's going to be negative. I think it's going to be one of those gifts, those long lasting good ones that Daddy Saturn tends to give when we've been so good. So all right, Capricorn, that was your manifestation activation, chakra cleanse, tarot reading, frequency activation. My name is Lissett, and I love you. See you next time. Bye.